actually they were helping another family to get away from the police. They might even know the lady, they were having a little carrying over their son knows. So they did get them away, but they was caught about 3 months later. So he was beginning to come aware of what was happening. He wasn't quite aware that they steal children. So mummy became pregnant and he didn't want the baby in the UK. So he had a mad idea and he wanted to get her out of the country. But the time was moving on and I think he was already on to them because they wouldn't delay saying that she was homeschooled. So because mum had so many weeks to get out of the country, they got out of the country and gave birth to a baby in St. Lucia, and then they wouldn't let them leave. They wouldn't give the baby any documents, and they wouldn't give. They didn't want a birth certificate. They just wanted a document. And a friend of Clive has said, "Tell the papers, tell the world what they're doing." They won't let him come home to his family. She was pedantic, and they were all wanting to explain it. It all went worldwide. As soon as that story went out worldwide, the UK government went in and tried to search them. That was the 15th of September. This story. We've never seen Elizabeth again. We've never seen her since. And mummy and daddy now, they took the baby, Louisa, and they put Clive and Eula in the separate prison. So all this family is all separated. And they've been put like that one orphan. They've never done anything wrong. This little girl was the picture of health. Very clean eating, activities every night of the week. I was like her grandma to dolls and I've not seen her since.
Where do you think she is?
Well, I would imagine, what I'm learning is that they put them in like foster care, emergency foster care. She was with the auntie when the police knocked on the door. The police knocked on the auntie's door and Elizabeth was playing on the cul-de-sac and the auntie, because they are Ukraine, mummy Ukraine, so she's been ripped away from her mother tongue and the baby. So she was playing on the front and the auntie came to the door, quite the police, and got in touch with daddy. Said, "Here, pass the police the phone." And Clive said, "What's going on?" And Clive said, "Have you got a warrant?" And they said, "No, we don't need one." I think he said it's a welfare check. So he said, "Is Christine and the auntie and have you detained them? Have you arrested anything?" And they said no. So Clive had told some friends to go round to support, and Christine and the auntie got in with friends with the little girl. Was that frightened to see the police at the door and our auntie looking? She ran off. She ran down the road. So Clive had got all his friends in the area to find her, and they saw her and they got her, and they were safe for 1 week. Clive, as soon as he heard that they were after his daughter, had to leave mummy on her own, just on her own basically, and he set off and it took him Zuni's 2 days, and he got Elizabeth for 1 week. He had her, and he was driving near what's it called, the zoo, Chester Zoo. Chester Zoo car park with Elizabeth, and they surrounded him. The police had duct tape, allegedly by Clive, over the body parts, and they ripped the little girl out of his arms on the 15th of September 2023 and took her into Chester Zoo, and they had the dad Clive in a headlock, and we've never seen her since. There was some court hearings, and Clive made sure that all documents were served to this that's the story again. Yeah. And this is you know this little boy. They took Gabriel at 9.5 months old from his mummy and daddy, and that was under false allegations, but have never been proven. And Daddy has been fighting and fighting. The little boy now is 5 and he's still fighting. It's like once they have them in the system, you cannot get them out. It's evil. These children are already damaged. This little baby, she's about 18 months old, only ever knew mummy. Mummy and daddy, but mummy especially because daddy had to leave her, rip over here. So that baby had only ever seen mummy's face in a foreign country, would have been speaking mummy's Ukraine mother tongue, and they've ripped her away and they've put her into some foster care now. 2 separate families she's had already. The little girl's walking, they've missed all that, and she's not learning the mother tongue, which is her gift, right, her rights. So this is a very, very, very sad case, and I realise that people are too frightened to even come and talk and show the children or the friends' children. But it's not going to work. If people don't stand up to all this, it's just not going to work. That's why we do it. Because all I can say is, I don't know. Clive has always been a man that lives in the private, and he always keeps things secret. Like he might have a yes, so he never complied. He started being aware of the last child, and he just didn't comply. But they did get worried when she got pregnant, and and it's just absolutely whatever he was thinking for his family, it's just turned into a horror story.